With Reece Whitley, B final winner of the 100 breaststroke, I should say, 101.86. Best time by a couple seconds, right?
Yeah, I was 103.2 coming into the meet.
So coming in, did you expect to be dropping this much time? You know, mid-season meet, we're not obviously not like a championship meet here.
Yeah.
Did you expect to be going so fast?
You know, Coach Crystal and I, Crystal Coleman, we talked before the meet, and she wanted me to go after it because you know we've been putting really hard training in ever since I came back from Colorado from the junior team camp. So I had been expecting time drops, but not like that.
So did you shave or rest or
anything? No, I
rested?
rested for 2 days, and I don't grow too much leg hair, so I don't need to shave. But yeah, we didn't taper. We only rested for 2 days.
Reece, from you, does long course feel like uncharted territory that you really don't even know what your possible ceiling could be?
I think I'm beginning to like long course a lot more than when I was younger. But just because, like you said, it's not like short course where you can kind of tell where you're going to go because, you know, I don't train in a big pool like this, you know, six lanes, 25 yards back at home in a suburb of Philly. So it's nothing like this. But, yeah, I think that long course is definitely kind of hard to get used to, but I definitely look forward to the future and what it has in store.
So obviously coming in that B final, and you know you laid on that time, absolutely dominating the B final. Did part of you kind of wish, hey, I wish I could have raced the big guys?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about it when I was getting ready for my nap in between prelims and finals. But I was like, man, just 2 tenths would have gotten 8th. But you know, final's a final, and I was in lane 4, so that's awesome.
Yeah, you and Michael Phelps had something in common. You both won
B
heats.
First 2 male B final winners of the meets, I suppose.
So tonight during the race, you weren't first at the 50. You know, you were kind of behind a few guys. But how were you able to kind of keep that composure and stay along and stay strong into the finish?
I think just putting the blinders on. I just, you know, I keep my head down pretty well. It's something that we've worked on a lot back home. It's just keeping our head down, and just I think me not seeing people only on the turn just kind of helps me, you know, hold my own. I know when it's time to go, I feel it. But I think that also comes with the fact that I'm just naturally a back half swimmer. I've never had that speed to kind of go out with those big guys. I've always kind of had to catch everybody coming home. So I think that it was a normal race for me. I didn't really think about too much anything different. Yeah.
So let's go back to those time drops a little bit. You're dropping so much time right now, mid-season. Does that change your outlook on what you can do this season in the 100 breast?
It definitely does. Crystal had some pretty hefty goals that she was talking about at the beginning of the year. But now that I want that 101.8, you know, mid-season or rested or anything, no long course training. I think that it's a big confidence booster. And I was it was back after our high school meet in Easterns. She was like, you know, you're gonna go this, that, and that in your IMs and your brushstrokes. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I can't do that. Like, I'm waiting for that next summer at trials. But no, definitely that 101.8 is a huge confidence booster.
I know you probably don't want to share all your goals, but is a certain 100 barrier on your mind already?
Keep that to myself.
And just off the national age group record there tonight, normally you think 101.8, probably a record, but Michael Andrews just set that bar so high.
Yeah, shout out to Michael. He did that time back in January, so we'll definitely look forward to competing in nationals together. Hopefully going to make that a junior world team out in Singapore. That'll be fun.
You got another year to break that record.
Yeah.
Was there a time you looked at the top times in the world of the event and thought, how are they doing that? 57s, 50.
Yeah, Adam Patey. I mean, that came out of nowhere. I think I was in study hall. And I clicked swim slam, you know, like I do every day, probably way too many times per day. But I saw 57.9 pop up, and I was just like, really? I was just thinking, I just put 58 up. I just put the 58 up in my room, right above my bed, and now I have to change it to 57.9. But yeah, that was an awesome swim to watch. This breaststroke's really something special. So that was pretty cool to see that on video too.
You've talked about how you had that one really good breaststroke race when you were young, and it just made you a breaststroke.
Yeah.
How do you explain that? Because any coach would look at you and go, "You are a freestyle sprinter."
Back? Yeah,
right?
freestyle.
Or,
I cannot sprint at all. Trust me. I was talking to Nathan earlier today. We got a picture, but
who you are taller than.
Yeah. Did you see that picture too?
I can just visualize it.
No. But I wanted to ask him if he could give me some sprinting lessons in exchange for some breaststroke lessons, but I didn't get the chance to ask him that. But,
why do you think you are a good breaststroker? Do you have that flexibility? What is it?
My knees are pretty flexible. My legs are. I wouldn't say powerful because for my body size, my legs are probably average. But I think just the combination of my pull and my kick, something about it just gets me down the pool pretty fast. I don't know.
When you do workouts, are you the best in pulling or the best in kicking breaststroke, or is it just together they're matched?
I think my kick and pull are probably equal. It depends on the day. If we do a lift in the morning that's upper body, my pull's not going to be at its best, and with the legs, same thing with the legs. But I think my pull is a little bit weaker than my kick, but for the most part, they're pretty equal. Yeah.
Did you ever have a coach who just tried futilely to steer you out of breaststroke? So they saw it.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, they keep me on that breaststroke line.
Yeah.
They'll give me a little bit of flexibility when I've done a lot of breaststroke for practice, and it's another IM set, another IM main set. I'll put in some back and fly in there.
I don't need to tell you what the recent history is of men's breaststroke in the United States. So, do you look at it like, wow, there's just a lot that's there to accomplish? That maybe I can bring this event up to speed?
Yeah. What is it? We haven't won a gold in the 200 breast? 92. That's what it was. I also saw that the U.S., we Americans, won every single event on the guys in 76. But at Junior Pan Packs, the guys won every single event except two breast. And I was not excited about that.
Did you take that personally?
I did.
Do you think you're better at the 200?
Yeah, I'm definitely better at the 200.
So what, like 210 tomorrow? No? Okay, fair enough.
No promises. But yeah, we'll just see how we feel. My stroke was a little up-tempo today, so we may have to just rest a little bit more, I think, when I get to meets like this. I know we had the same issues at juniors. My stroke rate was really high per every 50. Nothing was bad about times, but just that stroke rate was really high.
Do you notice that more in long course, that your stroke rate's a little off?
Yeah, for sure.
At Junior Worlds, did you look at the other swimmers? Like, what are they doing that we aren't? Like, are you curious?
From like behind the computer?
Well, or even like warm-ups or...
Well, I wasn't at Junior Worlds.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were. Okay.
No.
But what about Junior Pan Pack?
Yeah.
I wasn't even in Junior Pan Pack.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you watch internet?
Yeah, I do all the time.
YouTube videos, like, it seems inexplicable. I mean, we have the coaches, we have the talent pool.
I mean, I just think that other countries are coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the percentages. There are a lot of. I mean, U.S. has always been great, but I think that the slate is changing, and you got all the European countries and Japan and Australia who are bringing out more talent.
Japan, which they have swimmers a foot shorter than you.
Yeah, who are going miles ahead of me. But yeah, I think that I think the U.S. always gets its job done.
Yep.
So whether that happens now or when I'm 20.
So you can tell Crystal you want to be the David Wilkie. Because he's the swimmer who won in 76.
The only person to beat an American in 76 from Great Britain.
He beat John Hankin.
Or you could be the next Nelson Diebel and bring the gold in the 100 breast.
Yeah.
We would say the next Mike Barrowman, but there was truly only one Mike Barrowman.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, Reece.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.